Christmas is over, Monday's rolling in. The house is too quiet, and everyone went home again. And we're tilting toward the sun, but the winter's far from done, and the evening sure comes early, and I'm waiting for the light. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light. There was love here and family. There was laughter that we shared. A rose above here, so quiet. I was watching from the air, and we strung up all those lights to hold back the longest nights. There's no real end in sight, and I'm running out of fight, and I'm waiting for the light. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light. Yeah, I'm waiting for the light. Hey, yeah. Well, I'm so glad you all came. It would have been really weird if you hadn't, if we were just playing to an empty room. But I gotta say, even the sound check today opened my heart. It's such a privilege to get to play with y'all. There's a lot of band coming at you tonight, and I'm gonna just introduce the folks who are here on stage with me so far. And as other folks join us, we'll introduce you as well. Right here to my right is Paula Hankey, my longtime friend, extraordinary singer. So glad to have her here. Chris Rosser not only is the master of many instruments tonight, but also co-produced the new album. Chris Rosser. Back behind me, right behind me here on the percussion is River Guerguerian. Make him welcome. And just while I'm on Chris and River, let me highly recommend that you check out their world music band, which is called Free Planet Radio. These guys are awesome. The man with the tallest instrument in the house, it's almost as tall as Chris Rosser, I think. It's amazing. This is Connor Law on the bass. And over on the end, my longest time friend in the band here tonight, Patrick Miller. Man, I'm not supposed to get choked up yet. It's really early in the show. I'm such a sap that way. Goodness gracious. But it's pretty cool. I was such an admirer of Patrick when I was a really young musician, and he was playing in a band here in town, and I would go to the shows, and they were my friends, and I loved hanging out with them. I wasn't really good enough at the time to play in the band, but they let me hang out, which was awesome. And on breaks, they would let me play a couple songs between sets, and it was. I've just had a lot of respect for Patrick for a long time, so it's about time I got you playing in the band, brother. Thank you. It's really nice to have you here. Y'all, the pandemic has been hard. It's been really hard, and a lot of these songs are kind of dealing with that in one way or another. You probably heard a dash of that in that first song, which is called Waiting. And the song is called Still, rather the album is called Still, partly because I've been off the road for 2.5 years, which is a really strange thing for me after 30-some years on the road, traveling all over the world pretty constantly. I've been home for 2.5 years. And that was a whole different way to live. And there have been some real gifts in it. It's been such a joy to have all that time with my family. And there have been some real struggles, as all of you know. You know, it's been hard for many of us. It's been brutal for some. And so it's really doing my heart good to gather in community and do something joyful together in this space. So thank you for helping me celebrate. So I'm gonna put this capo on too. Yeah. So my friend Gareth Higgins said something to me right before the pandemic started that really, he gave me some words that carried me through the whole thing, I think, really. He said there are 2 rules for community. One is bring what you have, and the other is ask for what you need. And those are really good rules in any time. But they were really good rules in the pandemic, I think, in particular. And part of what I needed was some semblance of community that I couldn't get in person, right? So we found ways to do that online. It's not quite the same, but it was something, and I'm really grateful for that. But I'm a big believer in community. I made those signs. The very first one I made, the You Are Neighbors signs, I nailed it to my house on Christmas Eve, right after the 2016 election, because I lived over on Cragmont Road for many, many years, and in a cute little wooden house that some friends of mine live in now, and it suited me just fine. It was the right size for my spirit, you know. But my son kept getting older, and my father-in-law is in declining health, and we kind of needed a place for him to move in with us, so we moved to a slightly larger house. We used to live 3 blocks from Lake Tomahawk. Now we live 3 blocks from Lake Tomahawk in another direction. And so I guess what happened in that election, 2016, you might have remembered the election that year. So I lived in that neighborhood for a lot of years, and I lived in it long enough to remember before the sidewalks went in. And when those sidewalks went in, I was so grateful to the town because people started talking to each other. People started walking their dogs and getting to know each other, and the whole neighborhood changed. And when that election happened, I felt like they'd come in and taken out the sidewalks. People were afraid to talk to each other. And it broke my heart, right? And the differences matter. I'm not saying the differences don't matter. People's lives are on the line, right? They matter a lot. And that's why we do need to know each other, right? And not shut people down. Because all of us are transformed by relationship. The relationship comes first, and then the transformation. I don't mean changing people's votes. I mean rehumanizing each other and ourselves. So I guess that's kind of what this song is about, as well as being what that banner is about. We'll play another song here. Looking out my Monday window with so few cars driving by it, the main street of this river town is strangely still and quiet. The days flow by so slowly with no rhythm to the song, trying to dodge the boulders as the water rolls along. Back in March there was a meeting at the VFW. Said we're all in the same boat, but it really isn't true. Some boats have big motors and some have wooden oars. Some folks are in the water trying to swim back to the shore. Our lives hang by a thread, but you weave those threads together, they will make a rope that's strong enough to hold on to each other. If we all will pull a little, then just maybe we'll pull through. And as long as I am here, I will be here for you. There are many who need comfort, there are many mouths to feed. So bring what you can offer and ask for what you need. Let's be gentle with each other, we won't always get it right. You don't have to be a hero, just lean a little toward the light. You don't have to say you're okay, let's just stick to what is true. You don't have to smile and fake it, God knows I'm struggling too. Our lives hang by a thread, but you weave those threads together, they will make a rope that's strong enough to hold on to each other. If we all will pull a little, then just maybe we'll pull through. And as long as I am here, I said as long as I am here, I will be here for you. Thanks, y'all. Well, what we're doing tonight is we're going to just play straight down through the album in order. That's what we're doing. So that was the second song on the album. And next, I'm going to play the third song. Yeah, but it remains to be seen. Anything could happen. Life's unpredictable. It's a song I wrote in the middle of the winter when I was fantasizing about that, my very, very favorite time of year, which is not spring, actually, or summer, or fall. It's that little cusp between summer and fall. You know what I mean? Like, it's been hot for a while, and then you have that first crisp day that is exactly like today, right? That you just catch that little breeze in the air, and it feels so good. So I was fantasizing about that in the winter. So now that it's full-on summer, it seems like the perfect time to play it for you. And because I care, I'm going to tune this guitar all the way.
Thank you, David.
We tune because we care. I also wanted to tell y'all, I've carefully crafted this show so that there are 3 errors that I'm going to make over the course of the night. And if you can catch them all, then you can be very proud of yourself. I'm just, they're in there. That wasn't one. We're not playing a song.
Enjoying a song, I see.
Yeah, all right. the summer with his wet green light just buzzing everywhere. But there's nothing like the first scent of the turning when you catch it in the air. There's something like a promise in a cobalt blue electric autumn sky. Like there's wisdom in the rhythm, like it's okay that the time keeps flowing by. September me, like an old friend at the door. Blue sky me with the beauty of the light I've seen 1,000 times before. Undo me with the tiniest of flickers at the corner of your smile. Let's take a little time, take a little time and rest ourselves a while. Well, you used to dial a number and anyone might answer where you call. And now you call somebody and their body might be anywhere at all. Everything keeps changing with the seasons, the waves become the tide. I'm just trying to keep my head above the water. I don't want to miss the ride. September me, like an old friend at the door. Blue sky me, the beauty of the light I've seen 1,000 times before. Undo me with the tiniest of flickers at the corner of your smile. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. She said something, but I didn't really hear her. I was looking at my phone. So she said again, sometimes when we're together, I feel like I am alone. I said, love, I'll be right with you. I just gotta do one thing. She took my face in both her gentle hands and whispered, you've been saying that since spring. September me, like an old friend at the door. Blue sky me till the shell falls from my soul and I feel like myself once more. Undo me with the tiniest of flickers, the corner of your smile. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. Let's take a little time to take a little time and rest ourselves a while. Let's take a little time. Thank you very much. Well, I'm going to welcome my friend Stephanie Winters to the stage on the really big fiddle. I guess it's not as big as your fiddle over there, Connor, but yeah. Stephanie is a world-class cellist, and I've really been honored to work with her over the years on several different records, most notably on the record Change, which we made together. It was really a cello feature album, and Stephanie is all over that record. And it's just such a joy to have her back in the country. You've been living in Denmark, right, for a while, and now she's back in the States, and the timing was impeccable.